Buenos dias, everybody, and welcome back to F1 on FTRL. We are here for round 4 of season 17 at the Circuit de Catalunya. Round 4 coming to you from Spain. Oops, CS7's gone already. It's not a good start. So on board then with Tico, as we do a lap then of the Circuit de Catalunya, down the long start finish straight then into the first couple of corners. And then this long sweeping right-hander apexes nicely, then drifts out a little bit there, although comes back to the apex there for a second bite. Then over to the left, down to third gear for the right-hander, drift over to the left-hand side of the track, keep the speed up. And short blast down to this second gear, second gear left-hander. Starts dropping down the hill now, using all the curb on exit. Over to the left and then back over to the right, using the curb as they start climbing up the hill. Watch out for that curb! Tico has a big catch of oversteer there. That will put pay to this lap, I fear. Yeah, he is backed out now. Right, now I did just see CR7 left the session, so let me just ping him another invite. It's not a good start when we've got people pinging out. After the issues we had last week, seems to be a little bit more... Where has he gone? Where has he gone? So we'll try again. There was another lap for Tico as he comes around then to start another flat then. So using all the entry curb for turns 1. And plenty of curve through turn 2. There's long right-hander. Apexes once, comes back again for another bite of it there. And over to the left under the bridge and throws it into the right-hander. Stays in fourth gear this time there. Nice line there all the way up to the edge of the track. Over to the right-hand side for the left-hander. And now starts to drop down the hill. Nice into this very tricky left-handed corner. He takes a curve again. Okay this time. Oh, validates on exit. So Tico there struggling a little bit. His first couple of runs. And what has happened to JHT and Dylan? I've missed something there. As Lynx then winner last time out goes on to provisional pole. Let's see if we can find somebody on that lap. Oxox is on flying lap. We'll pick up Dan Morris and hopefully we'll actually get to do a full lap of the circuit. Oxox goes P2. So a quick recap of what happened last time out. Last time out, round 3 came to you from Circuit Paul Ricard in France, and we had an absolute barnstormer. CR7 with the electric pace early on, but went for the two-slot strategy, which didn't work out because the rain fell right at the very end. And it sent some people to the pits wrongly, and those who stayed out, it was Lynx who held off the advances of Dutch Tricks to take his first FTRL victory, and a very well-deserved victory for him. Great drive from him. Great to see him finally get that result he has been pushing for quite a while, and it finally has paid off. And so we are coming up to the section where Tico has so far lost control and invalidated. Let's see how Dan gets on. He drops down the hill, and you can see there he stays a little bit more over to the right hand side there, straight lining that section. And gets through there okay, quite nicely. Now starts going up the hill into this fast right hander, keep it pinned in 6th gear, use plenty of curb on exit, DRS pops open. And then heavy braking zone at the end here. You can see there the Alpine. Ooh, big twitch off the curb there for Dan. He goes over that crest out, which is very tricky. He sends the car very light, so you can lose control. Set down, managing it nicely then into this very Mickey Mouse final sector there. Down to 2nd gear, plenty of curb, bit of a slide there as he tries to get the power down. And then up through the gearbox, through the final corner. DRS pops open again, and Dan Morris goes up to P8 with that run of 15.9 from him. So then, current running order then, with just over 10 minutes to go, is Lynx, the last time winner on provisional pole with Oxox, winner of round 1. Joining him, the ever-present Dutch Tricks, currently P3 with Yarm, and P4 Eva Chris doing well up in P5 ahead of Wesker, who's qualified on the mediums so far, with the man that these two seem to get together all the time. It's Carl and Rob just behind him in 7th, and Dan, who just saw go P8. Tom Deval racking up the laps on those medium tyres. Medium tyre does seem to be the way to go. A lot of people are trying it. He's currently 9th with Funky Chicken filling in for Adamako tonight in P10. Tico, who we saw there, have a few issues on his first couple of runs. JHT currently sat P12, be filling in for Lennon tonight, but he's had a drama. Him and Dylan are both out of the session, so I'm not quite sure what happened there. Did one lap here and a bin it. There we go. Well, that's what happened to JHT. Lucky mate. Well, you've got it all to do. I expect to see lots of overtakes from you in the race. And Graham currently sat P13, although he hasn't set a lap time yet. Funky Fox back with us. We've got Funky Fox and Funky Chicken on track tonight. Battle of the Funkies. Let's see how he's getting on then. As he comes up to this tricky section there, he gets around nicely. That curve on the inside could unsettle you, and he can validate very easily on the outside. So he's doing it nicely in the chat. Then we've got Goy Carp. Good evening, the legend that is Lady Goy of Carpington. Unsafe as well. Good evening, mate. Nice to see you. There's no in-game sound. Well, nice to see they've sorted that issue out again. I imagine it will come back for the race. It is on my TV, so it's definitely there, I promise you. Oscar there sweating already. Now it's working. There we go. Bollocks dealing with the bollocks in the chat, so he's had a drama as well. There's Curbs unsafe with an early prediction. Ox for the win. Dutch Trick second. Wesker in P3. So interesting. Well, Ox is on the front row. Provisionally, Dutch is tucked in behind him. Wesker currently sat P6, so not out of the question. Unsafe getting his predictions in before he's even seen qualifying. Is Spain as difficult on the tyres as it used to be? Well, a lot of people have gone out on the mediums early on here, which suggests that perhaps it will be. So we'll see what happens in the race. I imagine a lot of the cars who start outside the top 10 will start on the medium tyres. Full grid again tonight. That's second week in a row. Fantastic effort from the Div 1 boys. The commitment is exceptional. We've got a couple of ringers in tonight, but yeah, that is why they are part of the league. On board then with CR7, who was absolutely outstanding in qualifying last week. Took pole position by nearly half a second. Then picked the wrong strategy in the race. He pitted very early, went onto a two-stopper. A lot of the other guys tried to go onto the one-stopper, and that paid dividends later on. He had to pit again. He was, again, electric storming his way back through. Got back to P2 on track, had a penalty, which meant that he finished third. And he is going around as he catches that inside curb. So a mistake there. Oh, and now Evil Chris has gone as well. Evil Chris has crashed coming onto the back straight there by the look of it. So one of the Ferraris is coming around. He is, yeah, he's there on the left-hand side. So a mistake there for Evil Chris, who's currently P5. So he's looking good in qualifying there. That's hopefully he doesn't lose too many places. But session, of course, now getting towards the grippy end of it. The circuit will rubber in. I expect the lap times to start tumbling as the session progresses. Still quite a few drivers yet to set a representative lap time, so they're all biding their time. Here we have the Funky Chicken back with us tonight, filling in for Adamako. Let's see how he gets on then. So lap begins down the start finish straight. DRS is open. As Dutch Tricks propels himself onto provisional pole, 14.7 for the Dutchman. Where's Tico? Tico's still down in 13th. Oh, he's about to cross the line. And he goes third, a 15.0. So that's a much better lap from him. Finally gets one hooked up. Pops himself onto the provisional second row of the grid then. We got on flying laps. We'll go back and pick up Funky Fox, who's just ahead of Graham. So current running order then, 6 minutes left of the session, and it is Dutch Tricks who holds provisional pole position. Links in second, Tico in third with Ox fourth. Yarman up in P5. He wasn't feeling particularly confident in the Discord earlier today, but he clearly some practice has got his eye in, and he sits currently P5 and well up in P6 then, so the Ferrari man has snuck up there. Didn't have the best time of it last time out. Didn't really factor at the sharp end. He'll be hoping for a better one this time. Oh, Funky Fox has caught the curb and into the wall. Big smash for the McLaren. So that curb there, that's the curb that did for Evil Chris as well. And I wonder if it's the same one that caused JHT and Dylan. So big smash there for Funky Fox. He's going to have to come from the back of the grid again. So in the 3 races he's done, he missed last week. He started in the teens and then at the back as well in Russia. So 2 races he has finished. He's finished P5 on the track. He did get penalised in Russia for a rather bold move into turn 2. So he can have it all to do again then. So a few people coming a cropper here in qualifying. Sway goes up to P2 then. So the Mercedes man out of nowhere pops himself onto the provisional front row. Still, we've got a couple of drivers left to set lap times. They are CR7 and Corboy. So Sway then up onto the provisional front row. Is anybody on a lap? Dan has just finished one, I believe. Yeah, he's 11 seconds down on this lap, so he is not pushing. So then if we enter the last few minutes of the session then, everybody waiting to go out for their final run. The current running order is as follows. Dutch Tricks on provisional pole still, just over 4 minutes to go. Sway joining him on the front row, currently with last week's winner Lynx. And Tico, who was winner in round 2. Then Oxox, so the 3 race winners this season altogether, 3rd, 4th and 5th. Oxox in P5, Yarman 6th, his teammate Dan Morris behind him in 7th, Anwar in 8th. Evil Chris 9th, but has retired. And Funky Chicken rounding out the top 10 then, so Wesker now P11. Carl and Rob down in P12 with Scuba behind him. Then Graham, Tom Duval. And 3 more retirements, JHT, Funky Fox and Dylan. CR7 on his way out. And Corboy waiting for a last minute run, and Sway looks like he's on his way shortly. Let's pick up CR7 though, who is on his way back into the pits. So he's abandoned that lap. And we await, I imagine, a very busy circuit in the near future. Wesker has gone early, so he's not hanging around, hoping to get a bit of clear track. Although we saw last week it gets very busy at the end, as we did in Russia as well. A few people went out early and got a bit caught out by everybody who was meandering around on their out laps in the last couple of minutes. Hopefully they'll all get clean runs this time, but expect the track to get very busy in the near future. That's 14-9 casualties, yeah. So all 4 drivers who have retired from the session have all crashed on the exit of turn 9, so that is a corner to beware. Wesley coming up to it now, he's on his outlap, so I imagine he won't be pushing. This corner here, everybody running a bit wide onto that curb. That curb has killed 4 drivers so far, so will there be any more victims then as everybody pushes for a quick time at the end of the session? The track will now be rubbered in. If you had its premium, you can see drivers now starting to filter out. Dutch Tricks on track, as is Tico, Yarman, and we're on board with Wesker, CR7 and Corboy also on the way out already. Lynx is on his way down pit lane. As Wesker now building up to start his final flying run. A few cars coming out the pit lane, hopefully they will see him coming. DRS is wide open then on the run down to 1. Yeah, everybody's still in the pit lane and exit. So into turn 1 and attacks the curve in 2. Around turn 3. You can see there he keeps the wide line there. We saw Tico coming narrow again, trying to double apex that corner. Wesker drifting wide, he's marginally down in the first sector. Comes into turn 5, left-hand downhill corner, looking nice and tidy through there. Now the first of these tricky corners, how's he going to get on through here? Nice and tidy through there. Now coming up to the killer turn 9. How does he get on? Bit of curve on the inside, avoids that curve on the outside though, nice and tidy from Wesker. And in sector 2 he is 0.3 of a second up then, so this could propel him into the top 10, probably around about where his teammate currently is. Can he find any time in the final sector? He's gone past the Alfa Romeo, so he should have a clear run to the line. Oh, a little bit wide there, that final apex of the chicane. That would have cost him a little bit of time out of the final corner. And Wesker goes P6 then, of 15.1, so he found 0.3 of a second in the final sector, and that puts him onto the 3rd row provisionally then. Let's have a look at the big names. Where are they? Tico is there. Where is Dutch Tricks? He's behind him, so we'll stay on board with Tico then. He's currently P4. So everybody who is still in the session is now on track, so 16 cars on track. Evil Chris clinging onto a top 10. To the final sector he comes. And driving for the line. Does he improve on his 50-0? He does. A 14.6 onto provisional pole goes Tico. Dutch is behind him. Out of the final corner. And snatches it back with a 14.6. 6.34. So 200ths of a second up. Where then is Lynx, who's coming around next. He's coming through the final couple of corners now. He's currently P4. Out of the final corner. DRS is open. Does he improve? He does. He goes up to third, a 14.7. Who we got next? Is that Yarman coming out the final couple of corners? It is. He's invalidated though, so he won't be improving. Whereas CR7, he's still showing us on an outlap. He will not get a lap in. Where's Ox? He's there. Where's Sway? He's ahead of him, so Sway then currently P4. On a 14.9. He needs a couple of tenths to jump back ahead of Lynx. Carvin Rob goes 5th. Does Sway improve on 4th? He does, but not enough. He comes up just short. Ox has bailed out of his lap, so he is retired. Graham up into P8. That's a really good qualifying from him. So then Dutch and Tico on the front row. 200ths of a second separating them. Tico snatched the provisional pole and Dutch snatched it straight back. Good evening, Fever. Thank you for joining me. And shuttling then CR7 not getting a lap in. So the qualifying specialist, he's technically Mr. Saturday, who has a couple of times delivered on the Sunday as well, technically. Up in P19, there's a Graham coming around. Car's going around still. I think we need CR7 to quit, ideally. I say quit, leave, retire from the session. So. So we wait for the final 10 seconds to tick away, and then the race will get going properly. So I wonder if there's been a bit of a glitch there for CR7 because he was on track. He's going to have a lot of work to do from P19. Scuba P14 as well, so both AlphaTauris not where you would expect them to be. Have we got a lobby glitch? I think we may have a lobby glitch here. What is going on? What is going on? So we've got a bit of a glitch here, so do bear with us. Technical difficulties. So there we go, qualifying is done. Dutch Tricks on a pole position for the first time this season, I believe, as well. So his first pole, and as ever, stalked by his fellow countryman. Tico Lynx then just 0.06 away as well. The top three super close once again. Sway then, brilliant effort from him up in P4. Second Red Bull of Carl and Rob in P5 ahead of Oxox. Wesker came up to P7 with Graham P8, Yarman P9 and Anwar rounding out the top 10. They will all start on the tyres on which they have qualified, so the softs. Everybody behind them has a free tyre choice, starting with Tom Duval. Good effort from him in P11 with Dan in P12. Funky Chicken 13th, Scuba 14th, Evil Chris 15th, JHT, Funky Fox, Dylan, CR7 and Callboy rounding out the grid. So now that we've got qualifying out the way, on safety, you want to amend your prediction, or are you sticking with your early prediction? Right, let's wait for the players to pick their strategies, and once that is done, I'll see if I need to invite CR7 again. No, he's saying he's still in the session. Might be okay. We might be okay. Oxox saying his bladder is full. That's more than we needed to know, Oxox. Thank you very much. Yeah, unsafe sticking with his early predictions. Anything can and will happen, and it usually does. It usually does. So then your grid then for round 4 of the season here at the Circuit de Catalunya. On pole position is Dutch Tricks for the first time this season, I believe, although he may have got pole at the first race. Can't remember that far back. It's a long time ago. I've slept since then and I had some alcohol. Blame that. He's on pole tonight anyway. Tico alongside him on the front row. Of course, he was one of the victims of the issues with PSN last week. So only picked up a handful of points. He'll be looking to bounce back this week. Joined on the... Oh God, what's going on behind? On the second row is last week's winner Lynx. He starts third with Sway, who's starting fourth, who's now back on the grid, as is Carwin and as is Oxox. There's been some tripping over each other there. So Sway is fourth, Carwin Rob fifth, and Oxox in P6. Carwin Rob was another one who was going really well last week until the lobby glitched him out. So denied a stronger result. Wesker is going to line up P7. Hoping to follow up his podium from Russia. Graham is P8. Great qualifying for the Alpine man. He's clearly liking the circuit here tonight. Got himself into the top 10. Yarman is P9 and Anwar in the top 10 in the Ferrari. So both Ferraris in the top 10, and they all start on the soft tyres. Of the people with the free tyre choice, Tom Duval starts P11. He is on the mediums. Dan Morris behind him in the Haas also starts on the medium tyre. Funky Chicken in the Williams 13th also starts on the medium tyre. Scuba in 14th, also on the mediums. Evil Chris 15th, also on the mediums. JHT in P16 in the Mercedes. Filling in for Lennon, also starts on the mediums. Funky Fox, after that crash in qualifying, starts on the medium tyre. Dylan McGibbon is the only one to do something different. He's starting on the hards. He goes off P18. They may have been prompt into the lobby. They have not been so prompt in qualifying. He starts 18th, CR7 down in P19. He starts on the medium tyre. And Callboy starts P20, also on the mediums. So the grid is formed up. We've got some noises like we're looking at lights, but I don't think we are. The lights have already changed and they're still on the grid. Come on, Cody, sort your life out. Oh, Scuba's jumped the start further back. And away we go. Oh, the Mercedes having a big twitch. Not a good start from Sway. Some wings gone already. And the run down to turn 1 is going to be Dutch versus Tico. Tico to the inside. Dutch gives him room. And Tico gets the jump through 1. Here comes Lynx up the inside of Dutch. Is Dutch going to lose 2 places? Lynx has got the inside. Dutch is going to have to try and hang on around the outside. No wheel to wheel still. Dutch, they'll have the racing line for the next corner. He's got the inside and hangs on to the place for now. Yarman up to P4. He's had a really good start. He's up 5 places, Sway down 3. Big loser, Ox has been caught up in some kerfuffle further back. He's down to P18. So he's lost 12. But Tico gets the jump. No, I'm not sure if CR7's in his car. I'm going to try and 1 second with me. Evil Chris making moves. He's up to P10. Wesker down to 11th. Funky Fox getting ahead of Dan Morris. So Yarman then with electric start. Evil Chris up 5 as well. Callboy up 4. Funky Fox up 4 as well. Funky Chicken up 4. As is Andoir. So Andoir's had a good start. So Tico then will lead us over the line for the first lap. Dutch Links going with them. Everybody's still in the trade. Into the pits has come Wesker. That might have been Wesker's wing we saw. Into the pits also has come Scuba, JHT. Ox as well. It was Sway's terrible start. There was 3 or 4 wide on the run down to turn 1. CR7 into the pits as well. Maybe he is in his car. Maybe he's just got picked up some damage. If you're not in the chat, if you're not in the lobby, Kevin, let me know. Antico then around turn 9. Everybody getting around okay. People using that curb. We saw kill a few people. Oh, we've got a yellow flag further back. What is that? CR7 possibly having an issue. Antico continues to lead. Graham's a big loser in all that. Unfortunately from 8th down to 15th. And not a good opening lap for him. Antico then comes around the final corner. We start lap 3, which means that DRS will now be activated. And we've still got a big DRS train going on there so far. Everybody, now Funky Fox is the first one outside of the slipstream race, so the top 10 will all be in a DRS train if the gaps stay as they were. Funky Fox now closing back in a little bit. Into the pits has come Graham, so Graham seems to have picked up some damage as well. Both Alpines in strife in the first couple of laps. This is a wing change. It is indeed. So unfortunately for the Alpines, it's not gone well for them on lap 1. Tico continues to lead. Unsafe has given Ox the jinx, so I'm blaming you for that one. On to the backstop we go, the DRS for the first time. Look at this train of cars. We've got a yellow flag in sector 2. It is, I think that's... Who is that? That was one of the Alfa Aston Martins, I believe, and a BSC is deployed. I think it was Dylan who had a moment at the bottom of he's caught the curve at the bottom of turn 7, is it? So he's gone around but got going again. Hopefully no damage for him. Those hard tyres not quite switched on yet. Is anybody going to take the plunge and pit early? Yes, somebody is in. It's Yarman. Yarman is in. So Yarman is taking this VSC as an opportunity to pit. Now what tyres is he going to go on to? This is the only one to go. Now when is this VSC? How long is this VSC going to last is the question. It'll be a cheap pit stop. He's not going to lose too much time. He's going on to the mediums. So the 2-stopper seems to be the way to go for him. Because I don't think that gets in. Dylan is in as well. So we just saw him have a spin. The VSC is ended. Yeah, he's lost his wing unfortunately. So Yarman there with a very handy pit stop. And he's down to P13, but he has got fresh tyres. Those soft tyres do not last very long around here, especially if you've qualified on them. Tico then leads the race from Dutch Tricks. Links right there. Colin Robb has dropped back a little bit now. So he's out of DRS range at the moment, which might leave him vulnerable to Andoir behind him. Nobody quite close enough to make a move this time. Top 3 then breaking away once again. We know, anybody who watches FTRL regularly knows about the quality of these two. Oh, who's that gone round? Is that CR7 again on exit of turn 2? I think he's having issues with the car. Oh, Tico with a little bit of a twitch there as he tries to come on to start-finish straight. He's got himself quite a handy lead. DRS is now open though. Here come Dutch and Lynx closing in. Further back is Anwar close enough to make a move on Carwin. He's popped out to the inside, probably just showing in the mirrors for now. There's the car's flash past the camera. And top three now covered by 0.7 of a second. That's how close these three are circulating. Tico and Dutch know each other very, very well. And Lynx is one of the new aliens who is joining these guys. He puts in so much time and effort into his F1, and that is really paying dividends now. On the back then of the front two, Colin Robb again still just outside of DRS range. And he's got the group from Anwar all the way down to Evil Chris, who's right on the cusp. Funky Fox is there as well, so yeah, top 10 still very close together. Bit of a gap back then to Dan. He's got Callboy for company, and Yarman, of course, who's pitted. So he was running in fourth. So that's kind of what's made this gap between Carwin and Lynx, was that Yarman was in that gap, and him leaving has opened up a gap over a second. So he's now struggling. Yellow flag in sector 3. It's Callboy, I think, at the moment, top of the hill. It's Dutch close enough this time. As it is. No, he's going to show himself into the mirrors. Flash to the inside, but not finding a way through. Yellow flag again. Who's that? Always Dylan's gone. And turn 9, having claimed him in qualifying, has now claimed him in the race as well. So our first retirement of the evening. Is that going to bring out a VSC or a safety car? Nothing deployed yet. Probably won't be now. So no, car is gone. That unfortunately is the end of Dylan's night. So that's so unlucky for him. HT getting the move done on Wesker. Down the start finish straight, further back. Go have a look at what's going on there. For some reason I can't change drivers. No, let me change drivers. That's just stupid. So JHT, of course, started the season as teammate to Dan. It has had some internet issues, dropped out. Seems to have got it sorted for this week. And he's back filling in for Lennon at Mercedes, and so these two are both pitted. To some early strife. Then with our race leaders and Carwin, Robb has got himself into DRS range. However, Andor has lost it, and here comes Sway down the inside. And up into P5 goes Sway, recovering some places after that terrible start he had. Can't pick off. So Sway then back up to P5. He's now going to try and close down on Carwin Robb, who has just slipped outside of DRS range. He's right on the cusp, right on the second. So he closes back in again there. Now again, he's just slipped outside. He's literally thousandths of a second outside of it. Look, he's 1,000th of a second outside DRS. He's now back in it, but now back out of it again. So that gap is just hovering outside. Has he got DRS? The answer is no, he doesn't. So now he will lose a little bit more time. Closing, and Dutch then continues to stalk Tico, and Tico is doing a really good job so far, holding on to the lead. He's got half a second as they come on to the start finish straight. Is that going to be enough by the time they get to turn 1 though? It is a long straight here, and the overspeed is massive, closes to within 3/10. Dutch to the inside, but no, again just showing in the mirrors, trying to put Tico off. All the while Orange McLaren is there as well. The DRS trainer has just pulled those guys 3 or 4 tenths away from Carwin. So Carwin there having to do all the hard work, trying to get into DRS range, and then on the start finish rate they all just pull away. Because Lynx and Dutch both have DRS ahead of him. Tico leads, Dutch second, Lynx is third. That's probably a very good shout for the final podium as well. Whether or not it's in that order or not, we shall see. Robb trying his hardest to get back in touch. He's managed to break away from Sway and Anwar, who are battling. Sway holding off Anwar for now. Tom developing P7 then, so shout out for him. The first of the medium runners as well, so he's on the alternate strategy. Very strong showing for him so far. Funky Chicken behind him in 8th. Again, just quietly up the order. Funky Fox as well, up into P9. And Evil Chris just off the back of those guys. But a really strong run from him into P10. Oh, into the pits then comes your race leader. Tico pits, so Dutch is released. So undercut attempt for Tico. Funky Fox meanwhile sets the fastest lap of the race further back. So Funky Fox is getting the move on. Andwar and Sway are super close. Sway holding off Andwar again. Yellow flag in sector 3. Now it's Cowboy, and the second Aston Martin has gone, so promptly into the lobby, promptly into the end of the race, and a safety car is out. Now that doesn't help Tico. That might really hurt Tico. It looks like Cowboy's crashed out of the final corner, in fact. Where has that happened? Yeah, he's not in the pits, so that has happened on the track out of the final corner. So that will be a godsend to the guys at the back. Graham, Oxox, CR7, Wesker, JHT could all close up now. CR7 into the pits. So both Aston Martins out. We are down to 18 and the first safety car of the night, and that really is going to hurt Tico. You imagine Dutch, imagine the top 5 will pit here. It's a free pit stop for them under the safety car. There'll be minimal time lost. This is going to hurt the medium tyre runners, so Tom, Funky Chicken, Funky Fox, Evil Chris, Dan, we're going to stop a bit here. Now what does Yarman do in this situation as well? So into, yep, as predicted, in come the top 5. Tom DeVar carries on, and he will take over the lead. Funky Fox has gone with him. Into the pits meanwhile comes Funky Chicken. Hard tyres for Dutch, hard tyres for Lynx. What did Tico go on to? Tico onto the hards, so he knew. Oh, and CR7's drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. That is not ideal. Tom now catching up to the safety car. And look at how much that has hurt Tico. So Dutch Tricks is out in P4. Yarman behind him. Yarman has split him and Lynx. Then Carwin Rob is 7th. Sway is 8th. Tico has come out behind Sway in 9th. But ahead of Andwar, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places lost for Tico. That safety car has come at just the wrong time for him. Now Sway, interestingly, has gone onto the medium tyres. And CR7, I think, has had enough of tonight. He has unfortunately been disqualified. So not the night for Kevin, unfortunately. He pulls off and he is out of the race. Safety car in this lap. Then the field is not all together, which I'm surprised at. Graham is a long way behind here. So the safety car has decided to come in. The car's in the final sector. Graham is still all the way back at turns 5 and 6 by the look of it, so he'll do well to get onto the back of the field here before they go racing. Got 3 cars on the tyres. They started 3 of the medium runners, so they've chosen not to pit. Tom DeVal making them wait. He pulls the trigger now. Funky Fox have got a really good launch and has gone with him. That has not worked out well for Tom DeVal. Funky Fox on the attack to the outside. The cars at the pack weaving. Funky Fox that goes around the outside and into the lead of the race. Great move from Funky Fox. Here comes Evil Chris as well now. Oh, Evil Chris is gone on the exit, I think, as well. Oh no. Evil Chris has caught the curb and span out on turn 2. He's out of 3rd place. Yeah, Graham didn't catch the pack at all. He's only just getting into turn 1 now, so that has really hurt him. Dan Morris goes past Funky Chicken further back. Oh, Funky Chicken's gone. Oh, Funky Chicken's gone. I thought he'd gone around. He's into the wall. So a bad time for Willie, a bad lap for Williams now as well. Funky Fox though pulling the trigger and getting away. He's over a second ahead already, so he has got the hammer down. Oh, and Oxox has gone now as well. Safety car out again. Oxox has crashed at turn 9. So that's a godsend for Graham. So Oxox is the first, another victim of turn 9. So the Alpine is gone. The Williams goes. One of the Williams goes around. So at least Evil Chris can perhaps now look at pitting. Into pits comes Scuba and Evil Chris. So Evil Chris is in. Wesker and JHT exchanging places under the safety car. I'm quite sure what's happened there. Safety cars breed safety cars, they certainly do. Pagani and Brett saying this race is pure chaos. Just wait until we get our hands on it tomorrow in Div 2. I cannot wait. Cannot wait. Scuba, Evil Chris and Graham choosing to pit then. So Graham going on to the medium tyres. Evil Chris has gone onto the hards. Scuba onto the mediums then. So they think they can get to, well, do those two think they can get to the end on the mediums from here? Hopefully they'll be able to catch up the pack this time before the safety car comes in. Now, CR7's car is still showing on track. So there's definitely a glitch with the game tonight for him. So that's a bit unfortunate because we know anybody who's watched FTRL of late, the last couple of seasons, now he is absolutely electrifying in qualifying. And he's pretty quick in the race as well. But something's gone wrong tonight. Pagani's calling it, he's going to be die or be disqualified. Appreciate that. Oh no, funky chicken, what happened? Oh, place to lose it. Seemed to lose it on the exit turn 4, was it? Must have maybe, did he catch the gravel? Who knows? Unfortunately, an early demise to his race. So we now have 5 retirements, then both Aston Martins. One of the Williams, one of the Alpines, and one of the Alpha Tauris are out. So down to 15 runners. It appears there's been some contact in the pack, so if you've got something to send in, mate, please do send it in to us and we'll have a look at it for you. So then the cars as they trundle behind the safety car then, McLaren leading the way. Funky Fox is your race leader from Tom Duval. Dutch Tricks will be the net race leader because he has pitted. All the 2 in front of him have yet to make their stop. Yarman behind them, or behind him, in the has made a pit stop, but he is on the medium tyres, so whether or not they can get to the end, I think it's probably a long way to go. He's probably got another pit stop to make yet. Lynx, though, has made his pit stop. He is in a strong position in 5th. Carwin Rob up in P6 now. Again, it'll be a net, probably P3 for him. Now, Sway is the outlier in the pack at the moment. He pitted under the safety car, the last safety car, but he went onto the medium tyres, so he has got 22 laps to do on those tyres. Now these safety car laps will be helping him, but can he manage them to the end? Tico, who pitted a lap early than everybody else, went for the undercut, and the safety car came out and has relinquished the lead of the race from him, so he's got a little bit of work to do. Safety car in this lap. The field has closed up this time, so Graham has got back onto the tail of the field. And we get ready to go racing. Currently top 10 rounded out by Anwar and Dan. JHT in 11th, Wesker down in 12th, and Scuba, Evil Chris and Graham, who all just pitted under the safety car. So Tom Duval didn't get the last race start right. Funky Fox jumped him. Evening, Batman. Thank you for joining us. Better late than never. It's been a dramatic start. A couple of retirements. The racing's been good. Safety car playing its part as it occasionally does here at Spain. The Funky Fox pulling the trigger. Battery deployed, away he goes. He's had a good start. Dutch Tricks has had a really good start as well. Meanwhile, further back, Yarman under pressure from Lynx. Lynx is already on him. Lynx has already got him, in fact. So Lynx is on his toes. Is Dutch going to make the move on his teammate? They're going to go wheel to wheel. Yarman on the inside. Funky Fox is behind them. Lynx is off the track. Trying to go wheel to wheel with Yarman. Here comes Carwin Rob. Up the inside. Lynx is going to try and hang on around the outside. He's dropped it behind. So, Carwin Rob didn't get an overlap. And Lynx managing to drop back in again. Sway now under attack from Tico. Ooh, Sway with a big send there on Carwin Rob. Gets the move done. That's going to open the door for his teammate. And Tico through as well. That looked like a big send from Sway. Got it stopped though. Was there any damage? Did Carwin get any damage and all that? Then so Dutch got the move done on his teammate. Lynx did not get the move done on Yarman. Funky Fox meanwhile pulled the trigger nicely. Got away. Left the cars behind him to squabble. Oh no, there's a bit of a glitch. It's fine. He's fine. Into this Mickey Mouse Stadium section it goes. To start finish right then to complete lap 14. And on to lap 15 we go. Tom Duval trying to break the slipstream behind of Yarman, but Yarman's got a really good run at the final corner. He's going to be close enough for a move. Tom Duval's got a little bit defensive there, just covers the inside, gets into the middle of the road. Lots of curb there from Tom. And now Yarman trying to come around the outside. He's going to try and switch back to the inside. Yarman on fresher tyres. He's now got the inside. Has he got the overlap? Has he got the move done? He has. Oh, contact. Into 4. Gets the move done. Now Link's trying to buy into this as well. Not quite close enough yet. Thinks about a move at the inside. Backs out of it though. Here comes Sway. Sway looking racy now as well. The Red Bull squabbling as well. Lynx is now glued to the back. Tom Duval. And Sway buying into this as well. Anybody be close enough for a move into this bottom corner? No DRS this time around. It will be reactivated when they start the next lap. Obviously there's 2 laps after a safety car for them. Race leader still Funky Fox. He's got 0.8 of a second over Dutch Tricks. Yarman now up to 3rd. He too has got ahead of Tom Duval. He just seems to be slipping back a little bit now. DRS is enabled this time around. Lynx has got a really good run at the final corner. And that just superior grip helping him at this stage, and through he goes down the inside. A nice easy move from Lynx up to P4 as Yarman picks up a penalty. So our 3rd place runner picks up a 3-second penalty for track limits. And now here comes Sway on Tom Duval, not quite close enough this time. Now Tom Duval seems to be a bit of a cork in the bottle here. All the guys around him who've pitted. He's just trying to cling on now until his pit stop further back. Then we've got Sway tucked in behind him now. The 2 Red Bulls, Tico and Carwin. Carwin's got shuffled. Oh, off goes Sway and into the wall and out. No, he's still in the race, but his wing has gone. Oh, that's so unlucky for Sway. He's having a really good run. Great qualifying effort from him. He fought back into contention and spin at the bottom of that hill, that tricky corner we saw. Tico have a big slab there in qualifying. And he spins into the wall. That's so unlucky for him. So that gives Tom Duval a moments of respite. But now he's going to have the Red Bulls onto him. And Anwar, and Dan, and JHT, and Wesker, and Scuba, and Evil Chris, and Graham. So the whole train is still on the back of them. What was going on further ahead to be possibly a move it. JHT defending from Wesker, and while looking at the back of Carwin. Tico on Tom Duval's like to be the next move, next big move. Sway pits, fresh wing onto the hard tyre he goes. That's so unlucky for the Mercedes man. Both the Red Bulls are right out on the edge of the track. So then race leader still Funky Fox. He's still holding on to the lead. Oh, Carwin. Oh, what's happened there? Oh, Tico being wide. Through goes Carwin. And one now on the attack of Carwin. Tico trying to buy back into this. I think Tico had a moment somewhere, and he's lost a couple of places. His team are getting back through. And oh, round's gone Yarman. Yarman spun at the top of the hill. Oh, what a safety car. Evil Chris has gone. Where is Evil? Oh, Evil Chris has gone to the stadium section of all places. Tico pits. In, then comes Funky Fox. In comes Tom Duval. Anwar in as well. Tico's going again. That's interesting. JHT in. So all the drivers who started on the alternate strategy of pitting. And Tico's gone with them, so he's deciding to roll the dice. Funky Fox has gone to the soft tyre. That's a brave call. Well, the erstwhile race leader comes back out in P7 then. He's had, well, like I say, he's done 2 of the 3 races so far. So he's finished 5th on the road in both of them. So yeah, Evil Chris has crashed there in the stadium section after turn 11, is it? 11, 12? So maybe that little flip-flop bit of the track has caused him to go off. So Dutch Tricks then now has a decision to make here, because the top 6 didn't pit. Everybody from 7th down has now pitted. What do they do? Sway's obviously going to take this opportunity to pit, get some fresh tyres on. He can rejoin the back of the pack. Of course, Dutch has missed the safety car, so there'll be another lap at least. That should be ample time for Sway to get around. Now, what does Dutch Tricks do here? Does he go for a set of the medium tyres? Or does he try and risk it on the hard tyres? The answer is he's going to pit. No, he's not. Lynx is, though. Lynx pits. Carwin carries on. So Lynx has gone for it. Dan has stayed out. Scuba stays out. Graham stays out. Oh, Funky Fox obviously just pitted. Now, where does Lynx filter back in? He's rolling the dice. He's going on to the medium tyres. Evening KC, thank you for joining us. So where is Lynx going to filter out? Through goes Funky Fox. He's going to get out ahead of Tom Duval, I think. He is indeed. So Lynx filters back in P7, but he's now on fresh mediums. His teammate ahead of him on the soft tyres. A very brave call. That's a long way to go on a track that is quite hard on tyres. Quite high tyre wear track, this one. I'm expecting a Carwin spin on the safety car. You say that like he has form. Lynx on the grass, so Lynx is trying to spin. Maybe. We'll see. So then, this has definitely jumbled the order up then. Safety car is out. Everybody coming around behind them now. Now, Sway's got to get a move on. He's got a bit of time to make up. Hopefully the safety car doesn't leave him high and dry like it did Graham earlier. Coming around that tricky turn 9. If it's coming in this lap, we'll get a notification shortly. And our survey says no notification, so I think we're getting another lap. That should give Sway ample time to close back up then. So we've now got a very interesting dynamic playing out at the front of the field. He's going to say to go a couple of weeks ago. No, so he does have form here then. Well, hopefully he's learned from that, because he's in a very strong position at the minute on the back of Dutch Tricks, who he caught and passed in week 1 at Kota. So he shows no fear to our goat. But the dynamic is then, so top 5 pitted not too long ago. The top 2 pitted 8 laps ago. They are on the hard tyres. Third place Dan is on the medium tyres, but they're also 8 laps old. Scuba and Graham, who are 4th and 5th, pitted 7 laps ago. They are on the medium tyres. And then P6 is Funky Fox, who's on the softs. Now he's going to be very, very aggressive when the race restarts. Oh, what's happened there? Yarman has clipped Andoir. How has that happened? Because they're not even together on track. JHT was involved in that as well. I saw a penalty flash up there, so something's happened. Collision under safety car, that can be removed. Probably accidental. But, pay attention, boys. Try not to damage your wings. So this is going to be interesting then. So Funky Fox is going to be an outlier. He's the only one on the soft tyre here. So he's going to be very, very quick when this race restarts. Then we've got Lynx, who was running in the top 3. He's just pitted again though, so he's dropped down to 7th, but he's on fresh tyres. We saw him make a good couple of moves earlier. Tom Duval managed to cling on. Has dropped to P8. But he's now on hard tyres to the end. Then we've got behind him Andoir, JHT, Yarman, Tico, Wesker and Sway, who are all on a 1 lap old at medium tyres, so they're going to be racy to the end. Well, what happened between JHT, Yarman and Andoir? No, Andoir seems okay. JHT wings seem okay. Yep, well, they all seem to be okay, but we shall see. As the notification goes up, we are racing again this time around. Lynx has this surely, says Boltwell. He's in a good position. It's whether or not he can catch this man, because this man knows how to win races, even in adverse circumstances. If the top two can get the hammer down, open a bit of a gap up while Lynx is trying to find his way through. He may find it difficult to close the gap, but we shall see. It depends on early moves, I think. Which then comes out of the penultimate corner. When does he pull the trigger? He's leaving it as long as he dare. Carwin trying to get alongside. Away we go. Lynx has already jumped his teammates, I think. No, he's going to go back again. He's trying again. Graham has been caught though by... Oh, it's 3 wide. It's Funky Fox up to 5th. Lynx, Graham was caught napping there. The 2 McLarens on the move, early doors. Oh, JHT's dropping down the order. I think he's spun. Has he been off the track? I think he's been off the track at turn 1. Dutch then got the jump, held onto the lead. Carwin goes with him second. Scuba's up to 3rd ahead of Dan. McLaren side by side further back. Funky Fox and Lynx. Lynx is down the inside though. McLaren's wheel to wheel. Still wheel to wheel, but Funky Fox holds on for now. They're now right on the back of Dan Morris. They know they've got to get the moves done early. They can't let those front 2 or 3 get away. Because Scuba is not an easy man to overtake either. Oh, Tico with a big send on Anwar. He's going to make it on top as well. Oh, around goes Graham. Ahead of them was the contact. The Ferraris are side by side, Wesker and Anwar. Wesker's come out ahead of that battle. Funky Fox looking racy early on. Sway's gone round as well. I think he's dropped to the back of the pack. Out of the final corner, Funky Fox in the slipstream. Trying to close on Dan. He's got significantly fresher tyres to the inside. This should be a fairly easy move on the brakes. They're going to go wheel to wheel though. Dan's around the outside, hangs on. Great driving from Dan. Holds off Funky Fox, who's now trying to attack round the outside of turn 3. Can he go for the switchback for 4? He's got the inside. No, switches to the outside. Dan covers. Robust defence. Oh, Tom's down to P10, so he's struggling a little bit. Funky Fox round the outside. Now he's got the move done. Brilliant overtake from Funky Fox. Wheel to wheel action for several corners there, and now Lynx is on the attack as well. See down there just struggling a little bit. He hasn't got as much grip. 11 laps on those tyres. Of course, no DRS yet. Here comes Lynx to the inside of Dan. Into turn 10, and that is move done for Lynx up to P5. Tico now on the charge as well. Funky Fox is absolutely flying, and he's bringing his teammate with him. Those are going to be the 2 to watch, but they are those soft tyres going to hang on to the end of the race. They've got 11 laps left to do. It's a big ask of the soft tyre, but he's got to do something. DRS is re-enabled. Funky Fox, the fastest lap of the race, 17.5. Funky Fox now closing in on Scuba. Not close enough to make a move this time though. Dan held off Tico as well. No move there. Further back. Oh, further back though. JHT and Tom Duval swapping places. Mercedes man up to into the top 10. Oh, Funky Fox has got the move done. It's a flick back. Yeah, he's got it done into turn 4. So set that up nicely. Round 3 and into 3rd place he goes. He's onto the podium. Here comes Lynx now up the inside of Scuba. And that's a really good move. Lynx is absolutely flying as well. Bolt's prediction might be about to come right. Evening, Somewhere. Fox should let him through. I mean, I can see your point, definitely, Bolt, but on the soft tyres, he's basically ploughing a furrow for him. Oh, Scuba dropping a couple of places there. Tico up the inside of Dan, so Dan gains one from Scuba, then loses one to Tico, so he stays where he was. Tico back into the top 5. The Funky Fox is absolutely flying while he's got the tyre advantage. He's already close to within DRS range of Carwin. Ooh, Zombie, you know how to push my buttons. Into the pits comes Scuba, so Scuba's picked up some damage somewhere along the way. That's unfortunately puts pay to a stronger result. Now where is Funky Fox relative to Carwin Rob? Carwin Rob has got the magnets on Dutch. Funky Fox though is closing it rapidly though. Carwin now looking like the most likely to make a move here. Around the turn 5 hairpin we go. Yarman sets the fastest lap of the race and he's just pitted for soft tyres. Scuba's also in the pits for softs. Oh, and Scuba's got a 5-second penalty for crossing the white line. He'll be kicking himself for that. And look at now, Funky Fox has closed right in, then under DRS he's going to make a move into 10. He's not quite close enough. Carmen's got the slipstream as well. Tico is closing in on the back of Lynx further back, so Lynx hasn't been able to bridge that gap yet. Funky Fox is going to be the one to watch here. All over the back of Carwin now. Carwin is close to the back of Dutch as well. However, I think Funky Fox is going to be the one to make a move here. They've both got DRS. It's how is brave as Funky Fox feeling on the brakes. He's gone to the outside. Carwin's going for the lead. Oh, we've got a yellow flag in sector 2. Oh, Yarman's gone. And another safety car. So Yarman has now crashed between turns 9 and 10. He's a bit further down than you might expect there. So not quite sure what happened to them there. Having got the fastest lap of the race, yeah, retires. So that's unfortunately the end of Yarman. So down to 13. Turn 9 claims yet another victim. Well, this is interesting. Well, it puts... Oh! And... Oh, he's gone! Funky Chicken called it. He has spun under the safety car. And he's crashed out. Carwin Roberts crashed out of P2 under the safety car. Wow. That is a terrible mistake from Carwin. What a mistake to make under the safety car. That tricky turn 7, 8 complex. We saw people in qualifying when they were pushing making a mistake to spin out under the safety car though. Did Dutch pit then? No, he faked again. No. Oh no indeed. Well, apparently lessons have not been learned. Into the pits comes Dan. Into the pits comes Tom Duval. They're getting off those tyres. In comes Graham. In comes Sway. Why not go for soft tyres and get to the end from here? Carwin Rob is going to be absolutely kicking himself. And didn't I do that in ACC the other week? Yes, I did. Thank you very much for bringing that up. In my defence though, we were on the out lap and it was cold tyres. I don't want to talk about that race. Bastard. Don't like you anymore. Go away, Tom. Douche. This is true, you did do that. So, well done, well done. So then, we are out 26 of 33 under another safety car. After Yarman's demise, and then, shockingly, Carwin spinning out under the safety car into retirement from P2. Having just looked like he was about to challenge Dutch for the lead. So this now leaves Dutch Tricks with Funky Fox behind him on soft tyres, who has been looking super racy so far. Now, does he have any life left in those tyres to attack Dutch Tricks with? Is the question that we shall see shortly. And behind him, Lynx, as Bolt's predicted, is now in a very, very strong position. He's on 6-lap-old medium tyres. They are the freshest tyres in the top 7. Dutch Tricks on 15-lap-old hard tyres. He's going to be vulnerable to the cars behind him, because Tico on fresh mediums, Wesker on fresh mediums, Andoir on fresh mediums, JHT on fresh mediums. Then we've got Dan, Tom, Graham, Sway and Scuba all on fresh softs. Unsafe. Having already jinxed Ox tonight, he's now calling for rain tomorrow. Scuba into the pits again, going for a fresh set of softs. Why not? That is a lot of retirements, Matt. Yes, you're right. So Dylan crashed at the exit of turn 9 early on. Callboy crashed out of the final corner, or possibly in the pit lane. I'm not quite sure what happened to him. CR7 got a speeding penalty under the safety car and then decided to retire. Funky Chicken apparently got bullied into retirement. Ox crashed at the exit of turn 9. Evil Chris crashed in the stadium section between 10 and 11. Yarman crashed on the exit of turn 9, and then Carwin Rob lost it at the bottom of the hill at turn 6 and 7, under this safety car that we're now under. So it has been a high attrition tonight, to say the least. Still got 12 on track though. Paul's saying Dutch is kind of screwed here. Under most circumstances, I would agree. However, this is Dutch tricks, and he is not like a normal human. So don't count him out. However, I think that Lynx is the bigger threat to him than Funky Fox, just because of Funky Fox's tyre situation. You've got 6 laps. Now, these safety car laps are definitely going to have helped him preserve some tyre life, but 14 laps to get to the end on a set of soft tyres is a long, long way. But he has been the big mover. 15 places gained in the race so far. JHT up 9. 4 places for Andwar, 4 for Dan Norris. But we are about to go racing again, which will probably be the final safety car tonight, I hope, because we can't really afford to lose many more drivers. But we're getting late in the race now, so don't expect to see any more burnt Mylanders. Now, when does Dutch Tricks go? And can Funky Fox go with him? Dutch is gone. He had a bit of a slide there. Lynx was a little bit napping, and Tico was close to the back of him then. But I think Lynx has got good traction. Now Funky Fox is coming at Dutch. Pops to the inside. He's not close enough. They're further back. Tom Deval looking a bit racy. Oh, there's contact there between JHT and Andwar. Through goes Dan. JHT letting a couple of the people go there. Bit of contact. Graham gets through, as does Tom. Here comes Sway as well. So that's a mistake there from JHT. Just missed his braking point. So Funky Fox then starts to work over Dutch Tricks. Does he have any tyre left though, is the question. He's right on the back of him now. Both McLarens then working over the Alfa Romeo. Here comes turn 9 again. Does everybody get through here okay this time? Lynx now looking at his teammate. So Lynx is now starting to think that he's in a better position here. Oh, Carwin, what happened? Funky Chicken said he did that a couple of weeks ago as well, so you can blame him. He's definitely jinxed you. Oh, so good to me. That was looking like a really good finish between you and Dutch. But Dutch Tricks now having to fend off the McLarens, both of which are on softer tyres, quicker tyres. Here comes Funky Fox in the slipstream. Is he going to be close enough for turn 1? Dutch is just driving a little bit away from the edge there, just cover the inside, make it hard to overtake. JHT in for a fresh wing. So he picked up some wing damage there off the back of the Ferrari. Same corner as well. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, corner is a bit of a bastard. I'll avoid the alimony of naming that corner after you. We won't call it Carwin Corner, I promise. So then comes Dutch. Can he hold off these McLarens? Funky Fox is not right on the back of him. I think maybe those tyres are past their best. Lynx in the background, you can see weaving behind his teammate now. I think that's trying to signal. Oh, Funky Fox coming in hot there into turn 10. I think Lynx is trying to signal to his teammate to let him through, let him attack Dutch Tricks. Dutch Tricks then has just got 4 laps to hold on. I say just 4 laps. That number dwindling all the time. Funky Fox is closer this time. DRS will be reactivated this time around then, so that's going to make his defence a little bit harder. Can Funky Fox hang on? Can his tyres hang on? And again, he's closing. He's close. Sway looking at the back of Scuba, but not quite close enough. Dutch continues to lead. As Tom Deval picks up a penalty, that's going to hurt him as well because the field is so close together. It's going to drop him out of the top 10. Dutch continues to lead. Funky Fox is still right with him. Link's right there as well. Tico also in the mix. So is Wesker. And Anwar and Dan. And everybody's still in the DRS train here. So everybody's going to have DRS apart from the man we're on board with. Now, is Funky Fox going to be close enough this time? Or is he just going to wait for the start-finish straight? Dutch knows he's going to be vulnerable if Funky Fox can stay with him through this complex. And onto the start-finish straight. Look at how close he is. Even though those tyres are 11 laps old. He is really close. He's had a really good run there. Funky Fox is going to be in a really strong position here. Here we go. DRS is open. He's going to be an easy move here. He's going to get the move done. Funky Fox hits the lead. Now what has Dutch got for him? Has he got anything? Or is he going to have to start defending again from the other McLaren now? Funky Fox had a bit of a twitch as he tries to get the car turned, change the direction. The back end just seems to snap on him slightly. Those tyres are going to be crying. He's just in a purple first sector with that DRS, so he's still got plenty of speed. Funky Fox leads and Lynx is now looking at the back of Dutch here. JHT takes the fastest lap of the race then. He's got some fresh tyres on, he's got the speed. Had a couple of incidents tonight, unfortunately. Into the back straight we go. His Link's going to be close enough for a move on Dutch. He pops to the inside, not quite close enough. Dutch, of course, now has the DRS from Funky Fox. Funky Fox has not been able to pull away. Look at how close Lynx is to the back of Dutch. He is so close. Dutch is now struggling a little bit in the dirty air there. Funky Fox is doing a really good job on those tyres. They must be crying. Oh, Dutch has had a slide out that corner, and that's going to give him a big gap to close. And that's going to give Lynx a run as well. Dutch has gone defensive early. They've both got DRS. To the inside, here comes Lynx. They're wheel to wheel. Is he going to be ahead into the corner? They're side by side, leaning on each other. He's got the inside for turn 3 though, and the move is done. Lynx up to P2. Here comes Dutch back at him though. No, he should have to drop it again. It's a McLaren 1-2. We're on the penultimate lap then. The top 4 have broken away. Here comes Tico now to challenge Dutch. So it's between these 4 for the podium. Can Tico knock Dutch off the podium? Can Dutch come back at Lynx? Can Lynx offer anything to Funky Fox? Tico looking in the back of his rival, but not quite close enough this time. Dutch's tyres. He's on hard tyres, 21 laps old now. As the race leader, he had to take track position. But I think Lynx's strategy has potentially been shown to be the best one here. But what has he got for his teammate? Dutch has had a really good exit at the final corner there. But again, that traction there of Lynx is good. Now, has he got anything for his teammate? His teammate goes defensive. Around the outside goes Lynx. Funky Fox sends it in. But Lynx gets the move done and back into the lead of the race he goes. Did he give him it or did he try and take it back? It was very well orchestrated if it was. But yet McLaren switched places and Lynx hits the front again. Is he going to make it 2 in 2? Dutch is now looking at Funky Fox. Funky Fox's tyres are done. He's struggling now. Dutch is back on him, but he needs to watch his mirrors because Tico is right there as well. And Funky Fox's saving grace is probably going to be that he's still going to have DRS from his teammate. That might save him here. But Dutch, I imagine, will think about a move here. Here comes Tico as well. Dutch thought about Tico around the outside. Tico around the outside of Dutch. No, Dutch squeezes him out. Seeing that movie. You're not getting in the back door for that one. And here we go, there's a couple of corners left to go. He's waited so long for a strong result in FTRL, and now he's going to double up. It is Lynx who wins the Spanish Grand Prix. It's 2 in 2 for him. Funky Fox makes it a McLaren 1-2. And Dutch Tricks comes home for P3 just ahead of Tico. Wesker comes home P5. Andwar's P6. Scuba rescues P7. Graham back in P8 where he started. Sway, or could have been for him, P9. Dan is P10. Tom Duval, that penalty drops him down to P11. And JHT, having had that late pit stop for a wing change, has taken the fastest lap. And the final couple of corners he comes. And he is the final finisher in P12, a high attrition race, but not short on action, and Lynx makes it 2 in 2. What a drive from him. Played the strategy perfectly. That late pit stop there, picked his way through. Funky Fox gets drive for the day. Again, it's storming effort from the back of the grid. He just doesn't do bad races, that boy. He finished P5 on the road twice, P2 this time, all of them from the back of the grid as well. If he qualified at the front, he'd be dangerous. I'm saying, but this man is looking even better and better as the weeks go by. That is 2 wins in a row now for Lynx. Teammate joins him on the podium, and the Dutch Tricks makes it yet another podium. That's 4 podiums in 4 races for him. Yet to stand on the top step this season though. But he's doing what needs to be done, which is racking up the points. Yeah, Brett saying a really nice job from both McLarens there. They did that brilliantly there. Funky Fox ploughing his way through and dragging his teammate along. That move though at the end for the win was a little bit borderline, but no, they made it work. Great job from them. That's it, we'll say dive it. Yeah, Dylan saying 14 laps on the soft. What a madman. What happened to Kevin? I think he had a bit of a glitch, Bolt, to be honest. He was struggling a bit in qualifying. He had the glitch where he was constantly on an outlap, and then I don't think he was ever in proper control of his car in the race. I don't think his setup applied or anything. He was struggling, so he decided to disqualify himself. But the game didn't lag it. It didn't take his car away. So definitely some glitch there tonight. There is your finishers though. Lynx, Funky Fox and Dutch Tricks take the podium places. So that is the end of the action for tonight, but we do it all again tomorrow, and if that race is anything to go by, tomorrow is going to be even more exciting, more crazy, more chaotic. Who knows what Div 2 will bring. So we're back again at 8 o'clock tomorrow for round 4 of Div 2. Last week was a first time win for Oscar. Is he going to back up what Lynx has done and make it 2 in 2? We shall see. 8 o'clock tomorrow for that, and then we are back on Thursday with GT Sport. It's GT 14, and this week we are at Spa-Francorchamps with 2 wet races to guide ourselves around, so do join us for that. Thank you for joining us, Brad. What happened there? Great to have everybody in the stream as ever. If you haven't already liked the stream before you go, please do so. That helps us out lots and lots and lots. But yeah, yet another brilliant Div 1 race. The Div 1 boys just deliver great racing week in, week out at circuits. They belittle and moan the circuits on the season's calendar, but they just deliver great races, and that was yet another example. So made up for Lynx to do it yet again. He's been threatening to do this for a while, and all his hard work is paying off, and that is what it takes sometimes. You do have to put the hours in. I'm saying this to myself as well. You need to put the hours in, and you might get good. So yeah, he's starting to pay reward. Again, Funky Fox, absolutely outstanding drive from him. Making it a 1-2 for the first time this season for a 1-2 for a team. Big points for McLaren, and Dutch Tricks just doing what he does best, which is just racking up points. Of course, that is how you win championships. Of course, I think he'll be a little bit irked to have not won the race, having led for a long time or been in the battle for the lead, but I just don't think he had any answer for fresher tyres there. It just came down to tyres. He took track position, which I think he had to do, but yeah, it didn't work out. But still, 4 podiums in 4 races for him, so good points haul again. That is the end of the action for tonight though. Thank you very much for joining us. Catch us tomorrow at 8 o'clock for Div 2, where we do this all over again. But for now, good night, and see you again soon.